Hugh Jackman. Producer Lauren Schuler Donner and Hutch Parker. Who wants first question on this one?
They don't give you any rest, do they? It's like bang, bang.
Welcome. Wow, this microphone's too high for me.
Oh, yeah.
Hi Hugh, this is for you. You have been in Japan so many times for promoting other movies, but this one is your longest stay and interacted with many Japanese local people. So what was your discovery? What was your experience over there?
Thank you for the question. I've not only promoted movies there, but I've been 3 times, I think, or 4 times for vacation. My wife and I and kids love Japan, but we've never had the experience of working there and going for such a long period of time. And we went to not only Tokyo, which I've been to the north to ski. This time we went to Kyoto. We filmed in Tomonora, which was 4 hours south on the bullet train. So, and Fukuyama, we went to places I'd never been to before. So I feel I have a much richer, deeper understanding of Japan and its culture. We climbed, my son and I climbed Mount Fuji, which I've been hearing about for many years, and you know, in every way, my fascination and love of Japan just deepened. And one thing that was really important to Jim and I was that, of course, this film is based on a famous comic book set in Japan, but as we made the film, we were constantly thinking about how this film would feel to the Japanese people. We wanted them to be proud of how we showed their country and their customs and culture.
Next question.
Hello, I'm a big comic book fan. I read the comic book that you mentioned, what the movie's based on. And here's the thing, I'm a little worried because I've seen all the trailers, of course. And one of the things that's revealed in the trailer is that Wolverine chooses to lose his healing factor. Now, obviously, being a long-time comic book fan, you know that things have to go back to the way they are. Don't you feel that you've revealed a little too much of the movie in the trailer?
Well, you know, that's a good question about trailers in general, I think, but it's not that he chooses. I don't want to give too much away, but you've inferred something that may not actually be true. So, of course, that'll make a big difference to you. I understand that might be upsetting.
Yeah, it kind of is, because, you know, it's really cool about just the Wolverine having to live forever and all that pain that he
Exactly.
I think you're spending too much anxiety forcing
Oh,
movies.
yeah.
And you should see it and then get really pissed or not.
Trust me, I'm going to be the first one to see it.
No, but I think that you may be more satisfied with what you experience in the film when it's not upcut to 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
But, you know, what is in the film, and I don't mind saying, and you can feel that from the trailers, is imagine being 200 or 300 years old and living with the fact that everyone you've known or loved has passed or died, or in the case of Jean Grey, the love of his life, he killed her, you know, as he's become Dark Phoenix. In the end of X-Men 3, he kills her and then roll credits, you know. So finally in this movie we get a chance to live with what haunts Wolverine, what it is like having that sort of immortality, being who he is, and knowing that his strengths bring destruction, pain and loneliness as well. So he questions the burden that is his life, but I'm not going to say he chooses it.
Okay. I'm sorry, that's what I got from the trailer. Thank you very much.
That's all right, man.
Next question. Hey, Scott.
Hello.
Late Scott.
Jordan Gibson from web series Super Knocked Up. My question is for Mr. Mangold. You have a very diverse, wonderful group of films under your belt. Looking back on this film, what are you most proud of? What is something that just makes you stand up even taller? I mean, it is Wolverine. People love this whole world, but what's your proudest moment looking back on film?
Well, there's a couple things. One proudest moment would be my long-term association with this guy right here, just realizing about halfway through that I was really proud of what we were making, and that just on a simple friendship basis and an emotional basis, you can go back 12 years, and I can remember working with him and being very proud of just where we have come to, just on a simple gut level, that. But on a movie level, I think that what I'm really proud of about the film, and what I think we worked very hard to do, was to deliver intense action to the fans with Wolverine, but also to deliver a drama, to deliver character work, deliver an actual movie in which between the set pieces of action, there weren't set pieces of action, but actual scenes with characters dealing with the ramifications of what had happened and where they were headed. And I think that was really the big goal for all of us when we got involved in this, was to somehow figure out if we could both let the reins go, even go further with intensity, and at the same time carry an audience through what would be scenes that would be dramatic in nature and not have feature an explosion, you know.
Wonderful, thank you.
I might just add to that, because I want to compliment him, but Hutch was working at Fox when I first began X-Men 1, and this woman here, Lauren Schuler-Donner, was the person who picked up my audition tape when I was playing Curly in Oklahoma from the bottom of a pile, which probably was chucked out of a window as well. And that audition I did 7 months before I had a callback, and there was only one reason, that's because Lauren was saying, you should check this guy out. So if there's one person who knows me as an actor and has championed me, Lauren said to me after seeing the movie, this is the best you've ever been as Wolverine. And I immediately replied to her, well, thank you, but that's because of him. Because I'd forgive a director walking onto a set with an actor who's played a role 5 times before of saying, listen, you do your thing, I'll worry about everything else, but he never did. With me, with all the other actors, Rhea Tao, who's never been in a movie, for example, he really, I think, got the most out of all of us. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you.